Hey guys and welcome to the channel. Today I'm bringing you a Premier League table prediction for the upcoming season, the 25/26 season. We'll put them all in there and then at the end of the season we'll see how right we were. I thought this was a nice, easy first video to do for the new channel that you are currently on. So yeah, if you are here right now, subscribe. Do it. Do it now. Because we've got a week to go until the Premier League starts, which is Liverpool versus Bournemouth. And I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great season and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, let's start off. Who's going to be relegated? I'm going to say in 20th place, Burnley. I just feel like they're just going to get battered. I really do. I just, I just can't see them doing well. I just can't see them doing well, unfortunately. In 19th, I've got Brentford. In my head, I've got Brentford. You know, they've lost the manager, they've lost some key players. This is still on his way out the door by the looks of it. I think they're going to struggle. I think they really are this season. They're going to struggle. And then finishing off the bottom three, I'm going to put Leeds. So amazingly, we put Sunderland to survive. Realistically, it's probably going to be the three that came up because the gulf between the Premier League and the Championship, it's gotten ridiculous. And I don't even know how. What's happened in the last 3 or 4 years? How has it become such a gulf? Like, I have no idea. But that's my bottom three right now, just in my head. What I'm going off really is vibes. We're going off pure vibes. But yeah, I just think they're going to struggle with their new manager. He's not really proven as a manager, is he? Burnley, I think they just get battered, and Leeds, I think they'll be close. I don't think they'll be far away from surviving, but I think they will get relegated. So we'll move on to the lower mid-table. I'm going to put Wolves. Sunderland are going even higher here. Yeah, I'm going to put Wolves. I feel like they lost Cunha. They weren't that much of a threat without him. I mean, he scored the majority of their goals. He was, you know, their key player, and they've lost him. Strand Larsen's a good player, and they got a couple of other good players as well, but I'm just not massively convinced by them. So that's why they're going there. Sunderland, this is more hope than anything. I'm not a Sunderland fan, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I am hoping at least one of the three teams that have come up will survive. And I feel like they've done quite good business, and I really like their midfield. Did they sign Xhaka? I can't even remember if they've actually signed him or not in the end, but if they did, they've got quite a good midfield three. So hopefully they'll do well. But yeah, it's more than likely going to be these, you know, it'll be between these five, I think, the relegation. I think it will be between these five. I'd be surprised if anyone else got relegated outside of them five. But that's what I'm going with. So this is now 15th place. You know what? It feels harsh, but I'm going to put Crystal Palace only because of their commitments in Europe. Because they're not used to it. They are not used to it. They're actually supposed to find out, I think it's today, whether they're playing the Europa League or the Conference League. I'm not sure if that's already out, that result or not, but I'm going to put them there for now. Just ahead of them, I'm going to put... it's tough, isn't it? It's really tough to call, because like so many teams could just finish in so many different positions. I'm going to put Bournemouth next. And I'm going to put them there only because they've lost 3 of their back four from last season. Like, 3 of them have gone. And they had a really solid back four, really good back four. So I feel like they are going to struggle maybe a little bit this season. They'll be completely fine. They'll be completely safe. And they'll be like within touching distance of like the top 10. They'll only be like 6 points or so out of it, I think, at most. So they'll be completely safe, as will Palace. But yeah, I just feel like they're going to be a little bit behind the other teams. I'm going to put Everton in 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. That is right. In 13th. I'm going to put Everton 13th. They're just going to have an average season, I think. Nothing special, nothing really to talk about in their new stadium. Yeah, just there. I don't know. That's all I think. In 12th, I'm going to put Fulham. I think they're just a mid-table team, aren't they? I think that's exactly what Fulham are. Just ahead of them, only because they've lost Alanga and they've lost Sells, and you know they're going to be in Europe as well. I'm going to put Forest. They might finish higher, they might finish lower, but I'm happy with 11th for them right now. I am happy with them in 11th. Next up, I'm going to put West Ham. I think they're going to have a much better season this upcoming season. I can't put them in the right order, but I'm going to put them inside the top 10, weirdly. They could be anywhere in this 8 to 12, really, because they do have some good players, but 10th, I'm predicting. They could be somewhere down here, realistically. But we're gonna assume the Irons are going to have a good season. Just above them, I'm going to put Brighton in 9th. don't think there's much more to say about that, are they? They're a very solid team, very good team. They might lose Baleba. Is it Baleba? Is that how you say his name? To United. They're heavily linked at the moment, but he will cost a pretty penny, and they could reinvest it, which we know they're great at doing. All right, in 8th place, I'm going to put Manchester United. Last season, I'm pretty sure I predicted the top 6 would finish in the Big 6. Oh, the Big 6 would finish in the top 6, sorry, the other way around. This season, I'm actually going to go against that, finally. I'm going to put them in 8th. Are they going to have a better season than last season in the league? Definitely. But I just don't think it'll be that good still. I like their new look attack of Sesko and Buemo and Cunha, but it's just the rest of the team. I'm really not convinced about Onana, not convinced about the defence. The midfield, I think, is just not strong enough. They've got good players in there, but for me, 8 feels about right. They could sneak up into the Europa League places. I don't think they'll get Champions League, and they could even finish in the bottom half again, but I'm happy to go with 8th. Then we are going 7th. I am going Aston Villa. I feel like they're going to have an alright season. They're going to do fine. I think they'll do well in the Europa League. They might even win it. They could even win the Europa League. I think they have got a good enough team. Just above them, I'm going to put Spurs. They're in the Champions League. I think they've made some really good signings this summer. I'm just not sure how much of a gap they're going to close on the teams above them. But I think they'll be there. See, this is an interesting one. This is a tricky one. Because this is just sort of what I've been feeling for the last, month or so of what the table would look like. And next I'm putting Newcastle. But they've really struggled this summer with signing players, and they might lose Isak. I think if they do sell Isak within the next few days, and they spend the money wisely before the end of the window, they could easily finish in this top 5. It all depends on what they do between now and the end. They're linked with the Porto striker right now, the young Porto striker, which is, I think, like the perfect sort of target for Newcastle. Because at the moment they've been going for the bigger players that big clubs have been wanting. And of course they're going to get picked the other clubs, like Ekatiki's picked Liverpool, Sesko's picked United. That's going to happen. They should be going for the ones that have a great potential and could make them better. And I think that's what they're doing with the Porto striker. His name escapes me, but he looks decent. In 4th, I'm going to put Chelsea. I feel like they're going to have a good campaign. I think they'll do well in Europe. I feel like they are maybe a cup team, as we saw in the Club World Cup. They could be a good cup team. And I think they'll be 4th. They could be 3rd. I don't think they'll be top 2. I don't think they're there yet. I think they need maybe another couple of transfer winners. Another 500 million spending. They might get there. But yeah, I'm going to put them in 4th for now. Whether it is again like this suggests, it'll be the top 5. It depends on how we do in Europe. So this could be the last Champions League spot. But I think that they are good enough for 4th, and I think they'll probably be it. Now, here's where it gets really tricky, because I think you could honestly put these 3 in any order. But I am going to put... It goes against the natural order. But I'm going to put Arsenal in 3rd. I think they have made good signings. I think Gyökeres finally putting a number 9 in there. Zubamendi, I think, is a good signing as well. Madueke, I'm not convinced by. I think they needed a proper out-and-out left winger, a proper top-quality one. And they haven't done that yet. And I'm just not sure how convinced I am about them actually getting over the line. I think they could win a cup this year, but I just don't think they're going to win the league. I think they'll challenge better. I think there won't be that many points between 1st and 3rd. Maybe 5 or 6 between the 3 of them. But yeah, I think Arsenal will finish 3rd. Coming back towards his best and towards their best, I'm putting City in 2nd. I'm doing it. I'm putting City in 2nd. I think Pep Guardiola will get the team running again. Rodri is back. I think, they've obviously lost De Bruyne this summer, which is massive. I think Rodri will be back, and I don't think he'll be back to his best straight away. That's why I'm putting them 2nd. I think it will take a couple months, but they've made a couple of good signings. I'm assuming Foden's going to be better than last year, because he was just useless last year. So yeah, I think they will do better, obviously, because they had that horrendous streak, and I can't see that happening again this year. So I can't imagine they'll be too far behind. If they are behind by the sort of Christmas point like they were, so they can never make a comeback. But yeah, I think they'll come close with a couple points to the 1st. But coming in 1st, Liverpool. I just feel like last year it seemed underwhelming, only winning with, I think it was 84 points in the end, or was it 83 points, somewhere in that region. But if they were actually pushed all the way, I think they could have hit 90. They could have hit around the 90 mark, which is sort of what we'll need again this year. I can't imagine, because how competitive I think this midfield pack is now. It's always been the case in the Premier League that any team can beat anyone on their day, but I think that is more of the case, as we saw last year, that just any team can beat anyone. And I think it's going to be the same this year, so I don't think there's going to be any 95, 96, 97 point winners. I think it will be 87 to 92 at most. So I think that's what it will be. Again, I can see Liverpool hitting maybe the 89 mark, City 87, and then Arsenal like 86 or something. It'll be close. It could be any way round, as I said, those three. So this is my complete Premier League table prediction. Liverpool in first, City second, Arsenal third, against the run, as I said. They love a second place, so they will be disappointed. Chelsea fourth, Newcastle fifth, Tottenham sixth, Villa seventh, United eighth. Good season for them. Brighton 9th, West Ham 10th, Forest 11th, Fulham 12th, Everton 13th, Bournemouth 14th, Crystal Palace 15th, Sunderland 16th, Wolves 17th, and then relegated Leeds in 18th, Brentford 19th, and Burnley in 20th. So that is it. That is my complete list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. How many do you think I've got sort of right, or do you agree with? And what stinkers have I actually got there? Because there could be a few. We'll find out at the end of the season. I can't wait to see United get relegated. That's the hope. That's the dream. That's the one we all want. And, you know, if I'm wrong on that they come 8th and they actually come 19th, I will be happily wrong. So, yeah, that's my list. And, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And, yeah, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.